Hey guys, how's it going? Hopefully you're doing better than this patchy facial hair I'm growing in. I got some great news for you feral players out there.
Oh, stop booing. There's nothing wrong with it. There are dozens of us. Dozens!
Blizzard decided to give feral a nice little buff out of the blue. And essentially what it does is it allows Fairy Fire to proc your Omen of Clarity when it is cast 100% of the time. So Fairy Fire also has a 6-second cooldown, so every 6 seconds you can get a free Omen of Clarity proc, which is actually pretty huge. And it allows you to obviously not spend energy on your next ability. So you can get like a shred that's normally 43 energy for free, or like a swipe, which is normally 50 energy for free. So this is a pretty cool change. They wanted to address the bear weaving and then the other flower weaving. Bear weaving was a bit better than flower weaving was currently, but they estimated a 5 to 10% damage increase with this new change. And the sims are actually already updated, and it's about 1,000 DPS increase from what bear weaving was. And we can look over here. There's actually no bear abilities. Since we're getting so many Omen of Clarity procs now, we're able to weave in some ferocious bites, which do a decent chunk of damage. It's a little more than the rake ability. So you can stay in cat form full time and not have to worry about weaving bear like flower weaving. So I think that's a pretty cool change, honestly, and it was a bit unexpected to me. It was funny because last night I had told myself, yeah, I'm going to commit to the feral alt and I'm going to gear it up and I'm going to master the bear weaving and do my best. But that was honestly one of my biggest hangups of playing feral, because if I'm playing feral, I'd like to just be in cat form, get my 30% movement speed, run around like a wild jungle cat. That's what it's about, not shift to bear and do all that nonsense. So I think this is a pretty cool change. Obviously, they didn't want to do it for PvP, so it doesn't affect other players. If you're in arena, like, you won't get free Omen of Clarity proc, so you don't have to worry about that. And it will actually make feral a little less complex. You'll have to basically weave in Fairy Fire on CD. Like in the sim, you can see we cast it 28 times, we hit 27, and this isn't a 3-minute fight, so the max amount of times you could cast it is 30, which also wouldn't make sense because you wouldn't cast it as the target's dying. So you're basically doing this as it comes off CD, and this will be great for using shreds and stuff like that. Another cool thing too that this kind of helps is feral isn't the best cleave class in the game, so they struggle through the entire expansion. This will actually help that out. You'll be able to get some free Omen of Clarity and swipes, which cost 50 energy, so it'll be able to help your cleave damage. It'll be pretty nasty with like AoE, I think, with fights like Freya with the detonating lashers. You'll be able to do like a lot of damage with your swipe when all the ads are out, and then like big trash pulls and stuff. It'll be super nice to do that. Another thing too is Old War was a super good phase for feral because the two-piece gave basically clear casting from your bleed abilities, which you don't even need anymore with this new change. So you might be able to play around with some gear and get like a little higher DPS, but I think these are still probably your best two pieces because they have armor pin, which benefits feral druid, which is nice. But yeah, it moved up about 1,000 DPS from what the best bear weaving best in slot was this phase. You can't even simulate bear weaving anymore, so I don't think we can even look at the old one, but it's about 1,000 more DPS. And bear weaving was already a little better than flower weaving, so it's a pretty cool change. It kind of surprised me coming out of nowhere, similar to the Ret Pally change and buff. I'm also a Ret Pally player, so I guess just play the classes that I play and like, and you'll luck out and get some nice buffs. But anyways, that's a quick little video going over the changes that they're making. It's nothing like too insane, but it's a little more in your feral rotation, so that complexity goes up a little bit. But I think in all, like all in all, it'll make it better for like most players because you won't have to track like your energy and bear weaving and all of that stuff and your all your bleeds and that. So it'll be easier to track everything and then have a better rotation. And the Sims again are already updated, so you can go check those out. Shred's obviously still your main ability, followed by just regular melee attack, and then we don't see any more maul or lacerate or any of that. So that's cool news. But yeah, it's nice that they make some changes even in a 15-year-old game. They kind of listen to the community and do some stuff. I know a lot of people were disappointed in Feral because it was supposed to be insane this phase and so like high up on the charts, and it was a bit lackluster compared to like private servers and stuff like but this will be a great change. It'll be interesting to see how ICC turns out because Pharaoh was already really strong single target in ICC, and this will make it even stronger. So it'll be interesting to track kind of the buffs that this got in Rep Pally going into the later phases and seeing if it becomes too strong or if they have to tweak them again. One quick thing, I think I said shred was 43 energy. It's actually 42 if you're 2-2 shredding attacks. It's 60 minus 18, which equals 42. Never been great at math. If you guys like me going over super old content and other stuff, keep checking out my videos and appreciate y'all for stopping by.
Booing. There's nothing wrong with it. There are dozens of us.